my channel. Welcome to Pats, Facts, and More. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. I'm glad to have you. I was thinking about, I'm going to change the format up. I've been doing things that, I've pretty much been picking and doing the stuff that I want to review. I have an app that I use, and you can inventory your whiskey collection, and you can use it to pick your pour. I'm going to use it to pick my pour. I told you guys to send me comments what you'd like to see, and I actually had somebody say they wanted to see a Old Forester rye, and I don't have an Old Forester rye. I've got some ryes, but I don't have an Old Forester rye. I've got I got a pretty decent collection. I'm gonna let this thing pick my pour, and whatever it comes up with is what we're gonna be drinking today. Let's see. This thing came back. Woodford Reserve Private Selection Hand Selected Bourbon. That's what we've got. That's what we're gonna pick. Let me see if I can find where that is. Just because I have it in the app doesn't mean that I actually have it. But I think I do have a. Okay. I've got this one. Nothing was off limits, so anything it would have picked would have been what we reviewed. Let's see, this bottle. Oh, forgive me, I don't have my glasses on. I should have been thinking to where are my glasses? Tell you what I'm gonna do. Let's do this. I remember when I got this bottle. This was back this was a private pick back out of a bourbon group I was in. I'm no longer in that group, but let's see what we got here. 12/9/2021. Suede's retirement bottle, personally selected by Johnson County Bourbon Society. I remember that. This thing comes in at 45 point. Looks like 45.4, which is going to make this thing right at 90 proof. I ain't bull jiving y'all. I let it pick the pick. That's what it is. Let's get ready to do a review on this thing. I just celebrated an anniversary with my lovely wife yesterday, so I'm gonna celebrate a little bit. I'm gonna pair this thing with a, I'm a Fuente guy, Opus X Shark, 77 Shark. Opus is one of my favorite sticks. Shark's no exception. A lot of people get their hands on the Anejo Shark. This is the Opus Shark. This is a whole different animal. Put a cut on that thing, see what this bad boy's about. And we're gonna jump into Mr. Suede's retirement. I remember this bottle, and it was a selected bottle here locally, and it was a good pour. So, but who better than us? Let's crack into this thing and see what's going on. I'm trying to grow this channel, so if you got any suggestions of a bourbon you'd like for me to review, just don't hesitate. Go ahead and put it out there what you'd like to see. I'm gonna see if I can pull the Woodford Reserve mash bill for you guys right quick, so I can tell you what exactly we got here. Like I said, I remember when this bottle was picked, but I don't know all the details about it. I probably could have reached out to one of those guys. I remember Suede was he was on the ABC. He was the manager of one of the stores, I think. And I think he actually was he was on the board. Really nice guy. You called down there. He was more than willing to, hey, yeah, I got allocated stuff. Boom, boom, boom. And I got a few nice bottles from him. Woodford Reserve. Woodford Reserve. Features a high rye mash bill, 72% corn, 18% rye, 10% malted barley. So that's what we're working with there. Everything's looking good. I didn't want to get too far into this thing without double checking that. I don't think this is not giving me any indication that it's any different than the regular mash bill, just a barrel that they picked, a single barrel that was exceptional. Let's see what we got here. This pour might be a dang on 3-ounce pour. Like I said, I'm celebrating. All right, let's go here. Got that. Let's get a little bit of this action. These are fantastic cigars. Any opportunity that I have to smoke one of these, I do. I mean, they're a little costly, but hey, who better than us? All right, get a little bit of a, scrap this one to just a hair. We get down to brass tacks. All right, let's see what Mr. Suede has to offer. Let's do that right there. All right. Let's see what we got on the nose. Well, right, Amber? A little bit of cherry on the nose. Smells a little sweet. 72% corn. That's pretty generous. I'm pretty excited about that. I like a clean my palate off. A little bit of wood. A little bit of like it's kind of like that that marzipan candy. That's kind of what I'm getting there. It's a really pleasant nose, not super heavy, not like a super intoxicated. It's actually light. I gotta really get in there to see what's going on. All right, let's see what we got here. It wasn't quite what I expected. Gave me a little bit of ethanol, a little bit of toasted, maybe like a toasted coconut taste. Still enjoyable. I mean, it was definitely not a bad flavor. Just wasn't what I was expecting with that candy-like nose, and it was a little richer than I expected. Thought it was going to be pretty light. Looks like it's 90.4 proof. 94 proof. It's been a while since I was down in the 90s. I've been staying around that bottled and bond. So it's not giving me that big explosion of flavor that I'm used to getting. Still flavorful. A little bit dry on the palate. There's that little bit of cherry coming back. A little hint of wood, but it's not a real heavy wood. This is this one's gonna be for your beginner to intermediate. Solid sip. Not a super long finish. Doesn't come in. It's not invasive on your palate. It comes in kind of mild. Let's see, today's Thursday. It's probably perfect for a Thursday. Something before dinner, quick before dinner, just get you a little sip. Nothing you're gonna sit down and read a book with. Probably gonna work well with this cigar because it's not combating the flavors of this cigar. I can enjoy the bourbon and enjoy the cigar, and they're more complementary instead of being combative. Soap and Shark is kind of a medium to full. This is kind of a medium to light body bourbon. Yeah, I dare to say I could probably give this one to my wife and she would really enjoy it. She's a big fan of Eagle Rare. It's got a little sweetness to it. Not a whole lot of body. It's got some, but not so much that it's going to get you all, entangled and you're confused and you're trying to pick it apart. It's pretty straightforward bourbon. Light. It's better than the regular middle of the road. This is just, yeah, it's better than a lot of bottles. Not as good as some of these other bottles. It's just a middle of the road, nice sipper for. I wouldn't mix it. It's a nice sipper for on your light days. Well, this is gonna be a short and sweet one. That's pretty much what it is. I remember early in this bottle was from 2001. I think I said 2001. My eyes are seeing right. Sorry, 2021. So that was I've been drinking bourbon for years, but that was once I started chasing like single barrels and really growing my collection and trying other stuff. This was one of the earlier bottles that I was actually impressed by when I got it, as far as a barrel pick. Now maybe not so much so, but it's still, there's a deserving place on this bar, absolutely. When my friends come over that don't enjoy the bottled in bonds and 120 proofs, they want something a little light, I'm going to give them that. In fact, I'll pull for that when I want to pair it with one of my lighter cigars, or even something like this that I don't really want it combating. I'll go right back to that bottle. It's very enjoyable, nice sip. Not going to get you trashed down drunk drinking a 90 proof bourbon. Some of these guys will put you through the ringer. That's about all I got. If you guys have any suggestions or anything you want to see me review, make sure and touch base with me at Facts and More. If you've liked and subscribed, you know when I put new videos out. I hope you guys like and subscribe this one. Anything that you want to hear me review, I think I'll try this format again where I let the app pick my pour instead of me picking the pour, unless I hear from one of you guys that really want something. Actually, you know what? I've got one that I really want to review. I think maybe the next one might be E.H. Taylor has a rye that's released. Well, I may let it pick my pour. Either way, thank you guys for joining me. Glad to have you guys. Shoot me a message if you think of something that you want. I'll jump the gun and do a review on that. Love you guys. That's all I got for now. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this shark and rest of this Suede retirement bottle from Woodford Reserve. Guys, have a great night.